Right, there we go. So now, hang on. Syncing the audio because I'm using my big camera to film this instead of my little one because my little one's out of charge, so this may or may not work. Who knows? If it doesn't, then have fun trying to edit this. So yes, I am coming to you from an extremely blue bath right now. I'm using the Lush bath bomb, which is like Shoot for the Stars or something, that I got for Christmas off Lucy and Harry. So thank you them two for getting me that. It's very, 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 very blue. I'll show you now how blue it was before I got in the bath, and it's now gone like a kind of dark green kind of colour. There's lots of glitter left all over the bath, so I should probably clean that up before my mum sees it. I thought I would just have a general little chat with you from the bath while no one's home. I don't know if you can see in the background, but my cat's decided to join me. That's Snowy. Hello. She's not impressed that she's in the bathroom, but she decided to come and sit in here on my cardigan anyway. What I want to talk about is mainly Dodie's gig on Sunday. I went to Newcastle on Sunday to see Dodie on her Intertwine tour, and the atmosphere was incredible. Like, I had the meet and greet as well beforehand, so that was, I think, the 4th time I'd met her, and I was the very last person to meet her. And as soon as she saw me, she was like, oh my god, hey, and I was just like, she remembers me. So that was a big old kind of confidence boost that she does remember who I am. And then saw the gig and everything. It was absolutely perfect. Got some pictures that I put up on my Twitter that people have been loving since I put that up. So thank you for the support on Twitter for those pictures, because they weren't even taken on my big camera that I have. They were taken on my vlogging camera, which I'll explain why in a minute. But yeah, the gig was amazing, the atmosphere was amazing, and then afterwards I met 2 people that I knew from sixth form who were a couple of years younger than me. Got chatting with them, and they're like, I was like, why are you waiting like around outside at like, I think it was like 10:30 or something, and they said, oh, we're gonna wait and see if Dodie and the band come out and we want to talk to them. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I'll hang around for a little bit, and I was chatting to them for a while, and out comes like Pete and Rusty came out. Pete came and spoke to us and stuff and said like, Dodie probably won't come out the front door, by the way, she'll probably come out like the side. So we were like, oh, cheers, thanks for telling us. And then Ola came out as well, carried these 2 guitars, and she noticed me, and she was just like, oh hey, like we've met each other. I think that was like 4th or 5th time we'd met each other as well. And she was like, oh hey, and she was like, come here, like give her a hug and stuff. So gave her a hug, absolutely lovely, chatted, and then she was like, right, I'll go and drop this stuff off and I'll come back. So she went off to drop stuff off in the bus. We then thought, right, we'll go around the side and see if like Dodie comes out or if anybody else comes out. So we were stood with 2 girls I knew called Megan and Katie, and there was like a couple of other people there, and then out comes like Pete again, and Ola comes past, and Josh and Rusty, and we were chatting with Pete and Rusty for a little bit, and he was like asking us where we were from, and he said he knew where the Lake District was and how peaceful and lovely it was up here, which was amazing, because it's like I don't think many people from America would like know what the Lake District is or have ever been. And then we were just stood chatting, and then all we heard behind us was this colossal crash, and we were like, oh god. It was glass smashing, and we were like, what's going on? So we turned to our side, and Dodie's walked out of the gig, and her bag was open, and out comes a bottle of gin and smashes onto the pavement. Yeah, she came over and she said hello to the other people, and then she came to us, and she had like all this stuff in her hands, like merch and stuff people had given her. So then Ola came and took that, and then Dodie was like just chatting with us, because the 2 lasses hadn't met her before, so obviously they were very overwhelmed. We were just talking, and then Megan was saying about how much like support, and you don't want to risk that, madam. You're dicing with water here. I don't think you want to do that, thanks. It's water. Look. It's water. I have an idiot cat, I swear. Don't think about it. So yeah, then Megan was going on about how like we are all like, people were always going to support her, how much love she has in the city and how everyone supports her and stuff like that. And then Dodie just started crying again. She said she was crying after the gig because she was so overwhelmed by the support, and she was going on about how like depressed she's been and stuff like that, and she just started crying, and oh, my heart was just, it was aching for her. But I just felt so lucky to see her like that, kind, like not lucky to see her crying and stuff like that, but just seeing how genuine she is and stuff like that. We all got a group picture together, so there was me, her cellist, I think, or the violinist, I can't remember, oops. And then Rusty, Megan, Katie and me, we all got a picture outside, and then she was like, right, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go because it's freezing, you look like get inside, make sure you get home safe, and then off she went. And oh, it was so different compared to the other times I've met her, because we talked for a good 5-10 minutes, like just a normal chat and stuff, whereas with the meet and greet it was kind of, hey, good luck, stuff like that. She was like, oh thanks, and obviously when I met her this time I said like, thanks for seeing my photos that she commented on, and she's like, oh yeah, and told her all about that. Having a chat with her after the show when there's no stress of like everybody else behind us was completely different, and it was just so lovely, and it just makes me feel so much more like, it just makes me admire her that much more. That's what I kind of mean, because she's just so genuine about meeting people afterwards, and she is just like the rest of us. We keep forgetting that with like YouTubers and musicians, that we're like, everyone is just the same. If she ever sees this, thank you Dodie for such a wonderful night and experience and chatting with you. You made mine and Megan's and Katie's night. And thank you to Rusty for talking to us. Thank you to Ola for remembering who I am and coming chatting with me. It was just what I needed for what's going on at the minute, kind of like chill out. One little problem I did have with the gig though, which I can see where they're coming from, but at the same time I can't. That was the cat. I was like stood in the crowd with someone, we were just chatting, and obviously, Snowy, I can't let you out right now. BRB, I need to let the cat out. Come here. Go on. I was chatting with someone, and obviously I'm a photographer. I did have my big camera with me. I wanted to take photos like I'd taken at the Bush Hall gig, because they were some of the best pictures I've like taken as like a live music photographer. And I was like stood there trying to get the settings right for where I was stood with the lighting, and the security guard came over and she was like, can I look at your camera please? I was just like, yeah, sure. So I showed her it, and she was like, right, you're gonna have to put it away or I'm gonna have to take it off you and lock it up. And I was just like, okay, right, I'll put it away. So I put it away, and she was like, it's just because it's a detachable lens. So I was like, right, okay, so it just didn't make sense to me. Like, I know they've hired someone to take the photos, but like as a photographer, I want to try and get as many opportunities as I can, and to photograph someone like that would have been like an ultimate thing for me to do, but it just seemed a little bit like rude. I was just like, put it away, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? I remember telling my mum, like texting saying, I've been told to put my camera away, and she was like, why would you think, what do they think you're gonna do? Like, scop it at her. And I was like, oh yeah, clearly I'm gonna come to a gig for one of like my favourite person ever and throw a lens at her. And I was just like, it didn't make sense, and I've not been able to kind of ask anyone as to why this is, but I did have my vlogging camera in my bag thankfully with me, and that's not a detachable lens obviously, so I was like, well, they can't tell me off for using that because it's a non-detachable lens and I could be filming. But yeah, that was a bit weird. So I did get pictures, as I said, and they're up on Twitter at the minute. They might be on my Facebook page by now. All the links are in the description and whatnot, so you can go and look at them. They're not the best of photos because it was on like my vlogging camera and not the big one, so obviously it didn't get as many either, because I didn't intend on using the little camera for photos. I intended on filming and then filming something while I was at home and whatnot. So yeah, go and look at them if you want to. They're alright, they're quite, not the best work, but they're good for what they are. Nice little chat from my bath while I'm having a bath, my nice green bath. So yeah, thank you for watching this, and I will see you next week. Bye.